we're demanding status for Jatinder, immediate status, but also we're demanding status for all people, for all non-status people.
5 days before his planned deportation to India, where his country is battling COVID-19, family members, friends, and supporters of 27-year-old Jatinder Singh rallied outside the Canada Border Services Agency in Montreal, demanding he be allowed to stay in the country.
To us, there is no good reason to send someone off to India, which is ravaged by COVID, where he faces political threat. There is no reason for that, even if he had committed crimes.
And for denouncing the CBSA and the reckless violence of their insistence on trying to deport him to India in the middle of a raging pandemic.
Singh, whose deportation is planned for June 15th, claims he left his native country fearing for his life in 2013 due to his father's political affiliations, and first started in the United States before crossing the border to Canada in May 2017. At first, he was given temporary refugee status, which allowed him to start working as a truck driver, but in 2019, his appeal and refugee claim got refused.
So he was working not under the table, legally, with work permit, with social insurance number for 2 years.
Through the pandemic, that he was an essential worker, and there's been politicians who've been saying that because of that, people shouldn't be deported.
So that's what the government does. You're a refugee claimant, and you're here, and you get used to. You as if like you're part of here, and then after you're taken and you're thrown away.
Singh was arrested during a traffic incident in March when he was discovered by police to be without official status since 2019 and held in the Laval Immigration Detention Center for close to 2 months. In May, he was released under the condition he wear a monitoring bracelet, not leave his residence between 7 p.m. and 7 a.m. every day, and post a bond of $6,500 until he is to be deported back to India.
You're a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident of Canada, then Canada will say that traveling to India would be discouraged, because the government would recognize the risk to your safety, and they would recognize the value of your life.
A spokesperson for the CBSA stated that on November 30, 2020, the CBSA resumed enforcing removals of all inadmissible persons. This was done for a number of reasons, including the legal requirement to do so, the resumption of business processes at Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, and the Immigration and Refugee Board of Canada to produce decisions leading to removal, an increase in available routings by commercial partners that facilitate returns, and the ability to ensure that removals are undertaken in a responsible manner. For now, Singh and his supporters will have to wait and see if their pleas are heard.
Jatinder Singh, thank you everyone for coming, for all your support and for all the coverage, and that he wished that the government gives status to him and to everybody who are here. So status for all.
In Montreal, Sacha Obas, City News.